Right, so we're going to be talking about how to stay consistent with your content and how to actually produce decent looking content that isn't took on a fucking webcam toaster video.
Doing this with AI, without AI, and just general model. So with a general model, obviously you need to have good quality camera, good ring light, and settings. Settings are very important because you can do the same pose in multiple different settings. A lot of people think, oh, I've done that pose before, can't do it again. Just put a different bikini on, same place, and people will like it. Put 3 or 4 different clothes on, same place, people will still like it. And then you can change the scene, same position, people are still going to enjoy it. Some people don't know that, some models don't know that. So you've got to generate a portfolio or a content plan just to help them out.
Yeah, content plan's pretty simple. Obviously, if you're a model yourself, you've probably got a bit of common sense. You know what fucking content you're going to stick to. Doesn't really matter. But if you're an agency, you want to keep your models in check. You want to make sure that they're creating content consistently. So a way to do this is going on a platform like Canva, typing in calendar or plan or something like that. Get a nice aesthetic looking content plan because, you know, females like aesthetic looking things. Not sexist, it's a fact.
Making a bit more feminine as well.
Yeah, bit of pink, bit of fucking dresses in the background, fuck knows.
Yeah, I was thinking more of dresses rather than pink, but yeah. Give them some inspiration on their clothing.
Make it look nice. Plan for each day of that month, what content they're doing on that day. If there's like a special occasion like Christmas coming up, give them a bit of fucking Christmas themed content to do. Stuff like that. Very simple, very easy to do, and it'll keep your model consistent.
You can make it specific to your niche as well. So obviously if they did have specific niche, you don't want to be doing that, hitting that every single day, but you might want to hit it about 2 or 3 times a week. So bang that in around that, in that content. Bang that in your content planner, and that should help them out. Portfolios, you can also produce a portfolio for them. What I mean by this is just gathering of images, which you could have found online or from previous models or anything like that, or potentially her content that has got the best likes. Analyze her content, find out what's got the best.
Yeah, or you could even introduce AI. If you have a specific pose in mind that you want your model to do, can't find anything online, or you think it's unethical to just steal content online, which, you know, probably is. Either way, make it with an AI software that can generate models, make them do the poses that you want them to do, put a quick picture onto the portfolio, and then your model can see it and obviously replicate that.
Exactly that. And it's going to help them massively, because sometimes they do get a brain block and they don't produce content because they don't know what content to produce. So obviously having these 2 things in plan are going to be able to help them do that.
Also, what we've started to do recently is introduce sort of incentives to models, because we found that models just aren't motivated to do the right things, especially if you're onboarding a new model. They might not be earning as much as they want to be currently. So you introduce little incentives, stuff they like doing. Maybe they like going to the fucking spa, maybe they like swimming, maybe they like tickets to festivals. Like, offer an incentive. Doesn't have to be anything expensive, especially if they're in a foreign country, you know, somewhere in like Spain. Going out for dinner is going to be cheaper than going out for dinner in London. So there's that. So offer incentives to models. It'll motivate them a lot more and give them like targets to hit in terms of, oh, if you hit, you know, the 100 pictures we want this month, give you free dinner.
That's what I was going to say. A bit like a Christmas calendar. Get to day 31 or something, and then you get a big bit of chocolate or something. Similar to that.
Plus they're getting paid.
They're getting paid anyway.
Yeah, can't read.
And you're getting paid as well. So you know what, just pulling stuff out of your pocket. Yeah. You're using what you've generated from that model to be able to give back, basically.
If you're not confident you can generate money with this consistent content you're getting in from your model, and you don't want to spend your own money, then that's your own fault, really. Just don't offer a fucking incentive. But there's no reason why, with consistent content, if she's good looking, has a good quality camera, then you wouldn't be producing money. It wouldn't make sense to me anyway. In terms of creating good quality content, literally anything as simple as like an iPhone fucking 6 has a decent camera on it. So that can be as cheap as like less than $100. If your model don't have one, send her one, and you'll make that money back in like a couple of days anyway. Stuff like ring lights quite important, because some people just have shit lying in their house. It's just the way it is.
Stands as well. Obviously, if you're independent or single, something like that, then they might need a stand or even a magnet or something to be able to connect your phone to a harder surface to be able to film.
A tripod ring light can cost anywhere from like $10 to $25. Nothing expensive, not exactly an investment. Just go on Amazon, send it straight to their fucking gas. Simple.
Pointless struggling around with this shit content. If it's really bad quality, it's pointless. Just invest a tiny bit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Stop being stingy. put some money into it. We'll be laughing, man.
If they need a new phone, so be it. Fucking $100 max. It won't even cost that much.
With that as well, though, if they do need a new phone and it is quite a bit, so say $100 is quite a stretch for your wage, $100 is quite a big investment for you, then maybe modify their contract a little bit, let them know, say, if we supply you this, you're going to stay with us for this amount of time. Something along the lines, just so that people aren't just getting free stuff off you. Make sure you do cover yourself a little bit.